Hey guys, how y'all doing? And welcome to Scott and the Horsemanship. So we don't have a whole lot of time tonight. The sun just went below the mountain over there, and it's going to get pretty dark pretty quick. But we're going to do a little work with him. This is Lakota. He's pretty jumpy. I'm just going to ask him to step back. He's been a little bit close here. We're going to work with Lakota on some confidence building. Okay, what I'm going to do is I've got the camera kind of set up over here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wind up draping a tarp over the side of this and then putting a barrel, probably about 8 or 10 feet off of that rail, and have him start to learn how to walk through it. It's going to be a little bit scary for him, but we're going to take it, we're going to let him learn how to go through that slowly, learn how to go through it calmly, so that builds his confidence in any new thing that we start to teach him. So I decided to wait to set this up until he was already in here. I could have set it up before and had him come into a new environment, but that kind of would have given him a chance to look at it, maybe smell it a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and set this up right now while he's here with me. And I can't believe that he's still just standing here. And this is making a lot of noise, and normally he kind of gets pretty jumpy. All right. So I'm going to bring in a barrel. A week ago, he'd have been probably on the other side of the round pen or just blasting around 900 miles an hour. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to just lunge him in an easy circle over here. And then we're going to work our way towards going through that obstacle. So even just kind of having him go around, he gets worried. He's very worried about just doing this. So you see he's running into the issue. And I'll just wait for him to figure it out. I'll ask him again. I need him to be calm, just at a walk. When he kind of loses his mind a little bit, I'll just ask him to stop and face up to me. Trying to get his attention back. Much better. See, he starts to speed up his feet, starts thinking that he's got to get worried. There we go. Good job. And we'll just easily bring him around now. Very nice. And we'll ask him to go off this way. So I'm asking him to walk around, and that's all I'm asking him to do is walk. I'm not asking him to go into a pace or a trot or whatever he's going into. So when he does, I'm going to go ahead and stop him by getting his hip to step over, and we're going to ask it again, because all I'm asking him to do is just relax and walk around. So he gets worried when he's not sure if maybe he's going to get in trouble if he doesn't do it right. Much better. There we go. We'll just easily ask him to step over. I'll change directions again. There's a little bit of a sigh. So I wouldn't have him be ready for that thing to go through there if he can't even do this yet. I have to first get him to understand to just walk around and to be okay with this. It's a lot more relaxed walk there. I like that. Very nice. So we'll just gently bring him around. And I'm going to ask him to go this way. He started to get worried there because he kind of made a mistake. But he didn't get corrected or in trouble for making a mistake. I don't want him to jump the gun and try to think he's got to go before I ask him to go. He's still nervous. He's walking pretty quick. So he got a little bit worried as soon as we started setting up the tarp and the barrel. And then I think just asking him to go and do this lunge just was enough of an anxiety to make him get a little worried about it. That's very nice there. Just ask him to step the hip over. I'm keeping my energy very low, very relaxed. Let's take a second here and just think about this. A lot of times these horses can get PTSD from being trained too quickly. So I'm gonna let him walk between me. Now he's walking between me and the barrel. And the barrel doesn't necessarily scare him. It's just kind of an obstacle. In fact, when he's out here with the barrel by himself, he'll be knocking it around and playing with it. But when it has to do with work, they can get pretty worried. They can get pretty bothered. So here we go, kid. I'll let him go by one time here. He speeds up just a touch there as he goes past it. I'm going to go ahead. So he thinks, like right there, he thought he had to go the other way. And I need him to wait for me. I don't want him to start anticipating what it is I'm going to do. And that's just because of the training. The training is that I look at it when you train a horse, you're training it in the reaction part of its brain. You're just kind of having it do a pattern and, just repeating a pattern over and over again. And so they kind of do it even if you're not asking them to do it sometimes. He thinks I'm just going to have him just kind of go around and then stop and then change directions and keep doing that. So I'm just going to kind of work our way a little bit closer to the barrel. He can walk on this side of it. I'm not blocking him off. There he goes. Good job. That was all on his own. He kind of went through it kind of quick. So I'm just going to slow him down a little here. And we'll ask him again. I'm not bringing up that, that fear level that's so bad that he's just panicking. He gets a little worried there, so I'm just going to go ahead and ask that to step over. He's making way more of this than he needs to make of it. So he's just working through his fears here. Very nice. I'm not forcing him through here. I want him to take his time. I want him to kind of look at it. He's trying to get away from, instead he's trying to run away from the thing that's scary. There was a good try. That's pretty nice right there. I'm gonna let him, he's not coming unglued completely. He's kind of doing his little spooks, but he's staying in place. He just licked and chewed there. That's because the tarp just moved a little bit. I'm gonna ask him to see if we can go through here. Pretty good. And we're going to stop. Let him take a break for a second. And he needs to be walking through here. And we need to have him, before we leave tonight, doing better. Going through easier. Ask him again. My time in between asking him again is shorter when he kind of blasts through it. I don't want him to react to go through that. Good. I'll give him a break there. He went a little quick, but we're going to just take a break for a second. We're just going to work through this fear. But when he goes the opposite direction, yeah, it was pretty darn good. That was better that time, and we got a lick and chew. So I'll give him a little bit longer. Let him know he did good there. Good job. But in order for this to really be good, he needs to, tell you what, we'll go through a couple times the same direction. See, he tries changing direction here. That's him just trying to do it on his own. There, and as he gets more confident to go through there, that'll be good. Give him a rub. I like telling him when he did it right. Pretty good. We'll give him another rub. Very nice. That was nice, that direction. So when we're doing our desensitizing, or we're trying to show these guys how to do something new that they're maybe a little bit afraid of, we got to make sure we follow through and we kind of finish where they're doing it pretty well, and they're not too afraid of it. We sped up there a little bit, but he did pretty good. And it's just not, that's really, it's not the correcting. If I was to go correcting him because he went through too fast, or he got scared and I corrected him and got after him, that's the worst thing we can do. He's trying as hard as he can try. Very nice. Good boy. Lots of praise, lots of loving when they do it right. I'm just going to gently see if I can. So it moved a little bit and he got a little spooked. Not a big deal. That was a lot better. Very nice. I'll ask him one more time, and we'll do this again tomorrow. Maybe move the barrel closer. I like that right there, and I'm going to end on that. That was really good. Guys, it's just about taking our time and getting these guys prepared to do something that maybe scares them a little bit, and getting them in the right frame of mind so that they can actually do these things. This guy's a pretty skittish horse, and he handled that, I think, pretty darn well, especially since how he was when he first got here. So anyway, I guys hope you enjoyed that. If you did, like, subscribe, share, and all that, and I really appreciate it. And we look forward to talking to you soon.